back. Still building. Yeah, I think the computer's bogging down. I can probably set some limits on the numbers of processors in Weld Machine. So I'll just let this go for a couple of minutes. I guess I'll just kind of review this a little bit. So landscapes are split into multiple components, so that's what we've kind of seen here. So these are the base of the rendering, visibility, calculation, collision. So yeah, everything in Unreal is pretty much a component. Static meshes are components, and you tend to get like one draw call per component. They're all the same size and always square. Okay, so they're all kind of just the same thing, really. The size is decided when the landscape is created, and the choice depends on the amount of detail you want and its size. So the height data is stored in a single texture, and that's on a per component basis. Because of this, it has to be a power of 2 number of vertices. Okay, that's interesting. So each component needs to be a power of 2. So even if it's got 2 sections, that'll be one component there. Yeah, so it needs to be power of 2. So that's why when you share vertices, that duplicates which pixel is used, and that means that's why we have the strange resolution, because it's kind of skipping every component. So here's a simple landscape. So it's 4 components. Each one is 1 quad and 1 section. And these are the vertices that kind of line up and overlap. Let's go and see how this is going. That's still going. Using the 4x2 subsections option gives you the same size height map as using 4 times as many components with only 1 subsection. So you can kind of flip those 2 values and you'll get the same size, but it says using fewer components gives better performance. I'm guessing that's because of the number of draw calls. There we go. So let's just write that. Great, cool. So let's try and import that. Let's import that texture. There we go, a generic normal v2. Nice. So this was a 16-bit texture we did, so let's have a quick look at that, and we can see that it's 4096, which is nice, is what we want. We've got lots of nice cool details in there. It doesn't say anything about its bit depth. So it's a bit of a shame we don't get any information about that. Settings, I don't know. Oh well, we'll use it and we'll see how it does. So let's go to our landscape material, map landscape, and we'll drag in our normal map, and we'll just connect it to normal. We'll apply that. So this doesn't have it applied yet, so we'll apply it now. So there we go. We've applied our normal map to our thing, and it seems to have lined up. The problem is it's not interpreting it as a normal map. So here we want to go to texture group. Here it says normal map, and here it says normal map, but over here it says linear color in the So we want to change that to normal. That seems like it should be a bug. If we set it to be normal map here, then I would expect it to be normal there, but oh well. But you can see it's corrected it here. There we go. So I believe we're getting correct normals now. It looks like we are. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Change the lighting. Like if this were to flip. So I believe there's an option for flipping channels. We don't want it RGB. Flip green channel. Let's try that. Save it. Now if this looks wrong, then we know that we've done something wrong, then we need to change it back. Oops. I'll rotate my light. There we go. Hard to tell. I don't actually know this. I'm going to have to find out which is the best way. Let's try flipping that again. Save. Didn't change anything. We've got an error. What's the error? It's complaining that it's normal should be linear color. Maybe it does. I thought it had to be normal. But that makes things look weird. Oh, well. Okay, so our tiling's wrong. That's what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a landscape layer chords. There we go. So this is one step I forgot. So we want to set our mapping scale to be, which one is it we want to set it to be? Mapping scale. So let's try the 49. So we'll plug that into our UVs. Let's see if this matches. One second while I figure this out. Okay, so what I've done now is I've put in a value of 2000, which is how big our landscape is. And I'm not sure if that's correct, to be honest. Put in 100, see what we get. I wouldn't think it's the height one because that's nothing to do with it. But okay, so I've actually forgotten what value to put in here. Okay, I guess I'll just finish the stream, and then in the next part of the stream, whenever I come back, I'll do a whole kind of texturing overview when I've figured all that stuff out, because I've had a bit of a brain freeze right now. So cool, so I'll just wrap up what we found out, that the landscape actor, the height values range from negative 256 to plus 256, and depending on that black and white value in the height map, that's what that'll get remapped to, regardless of what you set in World Machine. So you'd have to kind of remap that once you get into Unreal. And the method for that is to do. Okay, so I'll rewrite this. So here we go. We have max elevation divided by 512 times 100. So that takes care of the height to get 1:1, and then to get the exact width terrain, you do desired kilometers divided by resolution times 100, and that's going to give you your XY scale. So that's pretty much it. Make sure you export your maps from World Machine. So you do your custom resolutions for your height map, but then you do a power of 2 texture for your normal maps and texture maps. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll do a part 2 at some point in the near future. See you later.